Video capture device. Boot up the Puss 5.
I mean, it's not exactly hard to tell that it was you, Scara.
Numbers is your Discord name? Okay. Wanted to make sure it wasn't another, Jesus!
Another Jesus? I didn't know Jesus was the thing.
Thank you for the 45-bit allowance.
Jesus. I didn't use Redditor.
Oh yeah, I've got a screen share to you guys.
Yeah, I didn't know you was a Redditor. Like, how's our Jesus doing?
I mean that there's been a lot of subreddits that have closed down that are just like really unfortunately named and happen to close down, so they're really easy to make jokes about.
Arikado, quick question for you. Does the head pat work on the 2D model or not?
No, I still need to set that up.
Okay.
Basically, the only redeem that works on the 2D model is throwing stuff.
Okay, good to know. Yeah,
Okay, so you want me to say snake? You want me to say snake as snake? That's all you want me to say is snake.
Snake alley.
Let me lubricate my throat, and then I will get right to that.
He's getting on it. Seriously, relax.
Let's see. Metal Gear. There we go. Snake. This is Snake. 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 Snake!
For some reason, I don't know why, but I was thinking Shadow the Hedgehog doing the clap of my ass cheeks.
I mean, you would have to redeem that. No freebies.
I could do the voice myself for that one. I'm saying, like, for some reason, it came into my mind, and I don't know why.
I've got a Shadow voice tutorial lined up, too. It's just gonna be later on in the pipeline.
Oh, yes, you know what I need to pick up?
We're playing the Master Collection version because, I don't feel like replaying all the way past Psycho Mantis on an emulator, because it's a pain in the ass to switch controller ports in an emulator. And my PS1's currently unusable because I have to put the mode back in it.
Yeah, you know what game I need to pick up? The new Super Mario game.
Super Mario Wonder? Yeah, I need to pick that up too. Also, it's been confirmed that the same guy who voices Mario now is also voicing Wario. So it's safe to say he's voicing Waluigi too.
Half wolf, half husky.
Yeah, we gotta play that game together, if we can.
I'm a musher.
I'd be down.
It doesn't have online multiplayer.
Oh, well, shit.
No, it has online multiplayer, I thought.
Super Mario Wonder?
Yeah.
No, it's local only.
Oh.
I've
seen Shimmers play with other people online, though. Unless it's random.
I'm pretty sure it's local only, because there were people criticizing Nintendo's online infrastructure for not allowing for good online multiplayer. No, it's Sonic Superstars that's local only.
Yeah, because I remember actually watching like RT Game, all the people like playing some of the hardest levels. Like, no, save me. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was about to message my friend Mario.
When we last left, oh shit, I'm being attacked by wolves, and you can't kill the wolves. They will not. They are immune to bullets, and I do not shoot dogs in any game. Unless the game doesn't give me a choice. There is a way to get past the wolves without them attacking you. It's kind of like there's one method that involves like progression through the game, and then there's one that's kind of an Easter egg that I'm about to show you. Like, the wolves like Meryl. That's the joke, because Snake's a musher.
I thought you were good with dogs.
Professionally. You know, during his time in retirement living in Alaska. He was a musher. but these wolf dogs do not like him. They're not wolves, they're half husky. So what you do? Decker in the schnoz. I missed.
What are you doing?
Come on. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Controls are a little bit different in Metal Gear Solid 1. I have to get used to that. So, punch. No, don't punch the puppy!
Punch.
Why does it keep auto-targeting? Punch, Meryl. It's not giving me enough time to put on the box. Everything's going wrong. I'm just trying to show a legit strategy for getting through here. There we go. Then the puppy pees on the box, and now you have wolf scent. So you can get through without them attacking you.
Oh, jeez.
Don't punch dogs. I do not condone that. Do not Dio Brando the dogs.
Nope.
And don't push random women. It's not. It doesn't look good.
It's not worth it, dudes.
You're gonna get canceled on Twitter so fast.
This place is mine. I'll take point again.
Okay, so like,
Stay back,
you're
okay?
supposed to follow
working.
the exact
Since you can't use
path
the mind
that she walks
detector
across
either.
in order to not trigger the mines. I never do that because you can just crawl across mines and pick them up. Like, fuck the intended method, I'm a brute force it.
Isn't there also a way where you can just walk straight or somewhere?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think I have the thermal goggles on, this playthrough, so because the mine detector doesn't work in this area, I can't see where the mines are. Unless I have the thermal goggles, which I don't think I have on this, save file.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Well, a little bit.
Only a little?
So yeah, fuck the intended puzzle.
We'll shoot her right in the ass like Forrest Gump.
Meryl.
Something bit
Shot in the
me!
buttocks.
I got shot in the buttocks.
Meryl, get down! Meryl!
Too late.
It's a good
In
thing
case
she
anyone's wondering.
It's a good thing that that the sniper missed her vital organs. All of them? But yes, the debut of the real sniper wolf, the only sniper wolf,
I guess.
The one that won't get canceled on Twitter or on YouTube.
Don't worry.
the one who doesn't fake her own accomplishments.
It's the oldest.
That I'm not even saying alleged anymore. In the current lawsuit that's going on against Sniper Wolf, her ex-husband confirms that he was the one who recorded her gameplay. That she was just like pretending to play along to it.
Myself.
Don't move.
I promised. I wouldn't slow you down.
Like how lazy of a content creator do you have to be to fake your gameplay?
Still help. I want to help you.
Quiet down.
I mean-
Save your strength.
You can steal it.
I was a fool.
Like it's one thing to steal it. It's another thing to be so lazy that you pay someone else to play for
Cleverest
you.
About it.
Yeah.
Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people.
Also, I heard someone basically got their YouTube not terminated, but like their program terminated, doing the same thing that she does.
Yeah, because she bullied the person into getting harassed and reported for it.
Meryl.
Yeah, and it also makes Corey Kenshin's old video about favoritism
Snipers.
and about how there might be someone racist up there even more relevant.
off. Don't do
because the guy was African
Must
American.
be Sniper Wolf.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else that was like earlier in her career. She like publicly called them out for. She publicly called this girl out for faking her gameplay when she was doing the exact same
Doesn't
thing,
matter to her. She's just watching and waiting for you to
and basically
expose
bullied her off the
Maybe
internet.
so, but Meryl can't hold out.
Yeah, the video I saw was a African American who did the same thing as Sniper Wolf and just got yeah.
She must be on the second floor of the tower.
If Wolf is in the communications tower, she can see you perfectly.
I would get the mallet, but I don't want to sully the
At
mallet.
that distance, you won't be able to hit her with a static
Yeah,
weapon either.
keep the mallet clean.
Colonel, take it easy. I'm gonna save Meryl no matter what it takes.
Okay, so like back on
Okay.
discussion of actual Metal Gear
Thanks.
Solid.
Yes.
What's wrong, Naomi?
Nothing.
This scene here is
I'm
one of
just
the ones
surprised
that
to learn you
has
sacrifice
more
yourself.
importance and
The
prominence
Dean's
for
a soldier,
Snake's
not a
character arc
savior.
if you've played
Trying to
Metal
say
Gear
that I'm
2
only
for the
interested in
MSX.
saving my own
Because
skin?
I wouldn't go that far, but
like this scene right
I
here
don't know what the
is a
hell my genes
direct
look like, and I
callback
don't
to a
care.
scene in Metal
I
Gear
operate on
2
instinct.
where
an animal.
I'm going to save
another
Meryl. I don't need an
female
excuse.
soldier that he's
Okay.
working
I'm
alongside
not doing it for someone else either.
ends up in a
I'm
very
gonna
similar
save
situation,
Meryl for
but
myself.
he's not
Colonel,
able to
don't
save her.
worry.
Snake,
So this is
thanks.
him trying to redeem himself for
understand.
not being able to
I'm
save
sorry.
someone previously.
I mean, that'll do it to you.
Like, while I argue that there's not really a requirement to play Metal Gear 1 and 2 before playing Metal Gear Solid, you do get a lot more of the intended callbacks to Metal Gear 1 and 2 if you play them. Because a lot of the set pieces and story beats from Metal Gear Solid and from Metal Gear Solid 1 are directly lifted from Metal Gear 2 in particular. Which makes it a good thing that they're included on the Master Collection.
Hey, Kier.
Yes.
I actually managed to be able to speak a little Spanish. I can translate one phrase for you. What the phrase is?
Ay, Dios mío. ¿Por qué?
Do not enter here. I can translate to Spanish. You know what how that's said in Spanish?
Entrar es prohibido. ¿Sí?
No. Entro somewhere else.
Boo!
Yes, I know that was bad. It's a dumb meme I found on my phone.
Alright, I've got a better one for you. This is an actual Spanish phrase. SOCKS. It means, oh, there it is. But it's also just you spelling the word socks.
Why are you two like this?
Or, this one I have had confirmed is proper Spanish, even if it's a nonsense phrase. No hablo español porque tengo un vaso de agua. It means I don't speak Spanish because I have a glass of water. Come on, hurry up, elevator. Don't want to get spotted.
Ding!
Damn it! Every time.
Mis amigos es loco.
No
Like,
hablo
Renault's
español
like-
porque tengo un vaso de agua. I failed Spanish,
I mean-
but that's the one thing I remember from it.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Wouldn't the box help?
Where could he have got? No. They'll immediately attack the box if you've been spotted. There go all my rations. Like I said, the cock-up cascade.
Ah.
Wait for this guy to pass, because if he sees me, the room will fill with poison gas and I'll die. And you're not allowed to use weapons on this floor.
Oh.
You know, it's weird. You're not allowed to use weapons on this floor, but the guards are.
Yeah.
They have a death wish.
You're not allowed to use weapons on this floor in particular because it could rupture the stored nuclear warheads and cause like a spill that permanently contaminates the area for generations to come. It's bad when you do it. It's okay when the guards do it. I mean, technically it makes sense. They're planning on launching a nuke anyway. It's not like they care.
Yeah. All right.
You know, I could have just gone all the way back using the box teleport, but I'm stupid, so I'm going the long way. I deserve that. I deserve that. I'm using the box teleport, so I can also go back and get some stuff from the starting areas.
Oh my god. My boy Raven was like, I got some extra mines around here still.
Alright, just gotta be careful here. Famous last words. Okay, now cardboard box A. This will take us all the way back to the heliport.
Is this all there is to load? To the heliport, huh?
And why does it smell like wolf piss?
Why does this sound like a bike? You notice that? I just noticed that, like, what, 20 years later? Well, more than 20 years, but yeah. Like 26 years later.
You know what? You're not far off with your timeline. This came out in '98. Can't catch me. I'm sneaky. I go sneaky, neaky, 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 neaky.
Shut
As
up.
as the Calliope song goes.
Oh, jeez.
I think he just want to cause me some pain.
You know, I've seen a lot of people dogging on Calliope for using I go sneaky, neaky, 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 neaky as a lyric. It's not even one of her worst.
I mean, I've heard worse.
It's not even one of her worst. Like, nothing, if we're counting Demon Dice, nothing is ever going to top Jesus, Jesus, Japanesus.
But I sneaky, neaky, neaky. It sounds like something Joel would say.
Okay, like, one of my friends on a alt account I have, I managed to turn him around on the I go sneaky, neaky, neaky, neaky line because I found a video of Mokoko from Fuwamoko saying that same line. And it's adorable when she says it because she's got the cute voice. She's like, I go sneaky, neaky, 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 neaky. Psionic Hex just raided the channel. Where did you even go to raid me with?
Psionic_Hex.
I didn't know you left to stream something. How, what? What?
What's this?
What's this? A raid woefully underpopulated by bees? My briefcase full of bees ought to put a stop to that. were streaming and
You were
watching.
streaming
Damn it!
and watching.
Ah, you are truly a good multitasker then. Just ignore me. I'm a box. Damn it! Okay, plan B. Plan B. Snap his neck, then pretend to be a box. See? Works every time. Except for when it doesn't.
This is yeah. For some reason, when I saw Snake up there, the guard underneath, I just thought of the not Tree of Might, Garlic Jr., where Krillin got peed on.
Oh, Dead Zone.
Dead Zone, thank you.
There we go. Now we've got the thermal goggles. That's why I came here to get. I somehow missed this room on my first time through here. Which is weird, because that's usually, like, my first destination. Because you can get it, as soon as you get card key 1.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna get myself some nectar.
Nectar! I have tasted the nectar! What does it tell you? It tells me to open the napkin!
Okay, I'm
Like,
muting myself.
Okay. God, I just got like the most blursid idea.
Oh no.
Death battle. Solid Snake versus Dr. Bees. No, wait. The Pain versus Dr. Bees. Because they both control bees. The Pain from Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Dr. Bees. Death battle. Who wins? See, I'm coming up with the death battle ideas that the death battle guys are too chicken shit to do on their own. Correct answer, I have no idea, actually. That's a very good matchup. Because you've got to apply, like, real-world military logic, well, I say real-world, Metal Gear Solid's version of the real world, versus cartoon insanity.
Yeah.
Like, on the one hand, the Pain can control his bees so well that he can form duplicates of himself out of bees.
Yeah.
He can have the bees form weapons that shoot bees as bullets. Disappointingly, they call it a Tommy gun and not a BB gun.
Why not have why not shoot crocodiles that shoot out laser powered bees?
Because he controls bees, not crocodiles. Duh.
Yeah.
I just came back and heard something about bees. I'm like, oh.
Death battle idea that I brought up. The Pain from Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Dr. Bees.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. That's all you have to say about the best matchup ever conceived?
I will watch it. Remember, I am very easily entertained.
Rooster Teeth should hire me because I've got better ideas for death battles than they do.
The next one I think is going to be really, really shitty. It's going to be one of the doctors versus Rick.
Oh no.
Nah.
Is this all there is to load?
Nah.
The nuclear.
You agree, huh? That's kind of shitty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I have no interest in watching that death battle, and I've watched most of them.
Psionic Hex says his money is on the Pain.
My money's on
counter-
Dr. Bees.
My money's on Dr. Bees.
Honestly, I would logically have to go with the...
Sorry, you cut out as soon as you were going to say your answer.
I would logically go with the pain.
Okay, but why?
Because Dr. Bees can't exactly
because
control...
his bees are better trained?
Yes, because of that.
Because he grows his own special bullet bees inside his stomach?
Once again, yes.
Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Does the pain have a taxidermied sea cow stuffed with bees?
Does the pain have a sidekick that has one bee with them? That was overkill.
Yes. Yeah, the pain's working solo. If you fight Dr. Bees, you've got to factor Bee Boy into the equation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, usually death battle rules are like they don't get any outside help. But, like, Dr. Bees and Bee Boy are an inseparable duo.
I 100% agree.
And keep in mind, if you've got Bee Boy on the scene, then that means you've got Omnipotron on the scene. And Omnipotron can rewrite reality at will.
Yeah.
Do you still side with the pain?
Yes, I still side with pain. I'm not backing
Omnipotron
down.
can rewrite reality, so the pain never existed.
See, the problem is, Omnipotron could easily rewrite reality and make it so that Dr. Bees never existed. So it'd be Omnipotron versus the pain.
Thing is, Omnipotron likes Dr. Bees.
Yeah, Omnipotron likes Dr. Bees by the end of Dr. Bees Returns.
Like, they're friends. Like, why would you hurt your friend,
Omnipotron
right?
has fully embraced the Bee Boy mantle.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Omnipotron saw the power that Dr. Bees had, was impressed, and was
I
like,
went all the way back there without getting the goddamn sniper rifle.
You forgot the snipper rifle?
I did not get the snipper rifle. That's why I was going back there in the first place. I got sidetracked by bees. Somebody do something. What the fuck? Somebody do something completely unrelated to bees.
You can't. You see, I bet you Omnipotron that definitely had to use the B-Boy power. Because, I mean, how else would you forget in the snipper rifle? Right?
Yeah.
See, this is why you don't task me with time-sensitive missions. Because I will get sidetracked. People will die. And I will not accept responsibility for it because it's your fault for choosing me in the first place.
Arikado, Adi, you're
Yes.
you're basically the hero of the story that does all the side quests. Takes all the quests, does all the side quests, forget the main quests, comes back to the first city and wonder why everything's on fire, right?
You know, you joke about that, but I got one of the worst endings in Mass Effect because I went and did all the side quests, and that resulted in the entire crew of the Normandy getting liquefied.
Ooh.
That sounds like something I would do.
I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen, and yet I still let it happen. By the end of Mass Effect 2, the only people left alive on the Normandy were my squad.
Starting tonight, people will die.
So Adi,
My word.
so what you're saying is quad goals. That's terrible.
You joke about that, but if the squad includes Talizora Naraya or whatever of her multiple, increasingly intricate names throughout the series you want to call her, I think by the end it's Talizora Vasranok. Then hell yeah, that's a squad goal because I get to have Talizora
Is this all
on
there
the
is to
squad.
load?
And she's one of my waifus.
So yeah, squad goals.
She's got the shy girl with a purple motif going on. She's not dummy thick, but she does have some nice hips. Joke's on you, I love this song! I need to figure out how to that. God dang it. Okay. I'll just hide here. Oh my god, it's actually working.
Bees again,
it's actually working!
You're just gonna sit here and sit still.
Thank God that these like, keep in mind, the genome soldiers are stated in the briefing files to all have an IQ of at least 180. But apparently they don't have object permanence.
The funny thing is, the whole IQ thing is meant for children, and those that tend to brag about it, it's like, there was a whole thing I saw. I gotta find it.
They're not, like, they don't all just have a genius level intellect, they're also genetically enhanced. With, gene therapy derived from, Big Boss himself. And yet, they don't have object permanence.
You know, the funny thing is, you can joke around saying Big Boss doesn't know about objects, like...
I mean, if you think about it, even though this isn't how genetics work, if you think about it, Big Boss would probably have trouble spotting you if you hit outside his field of view, too. He only has one eye.
So, the question is, do you want to hide on his left side or right side?
I'm trying to remember which of his eyes he lost.
I think he lost his right eye.
I think it was the right eye that he lost. We'll find out when we get to Metal Gear Solid 3 again.
He was hiding right in front of me.
Like, okay, detail about Metal Gear Solid 3 that I really like that shows, like, Hideo Kojima's obsessive attention to detail in his games. When you lose when Big Boss loses one of his eyes in Metal Gear Solid 3, from that point onward, your first-person view is slightly obscured. Like, it has, like, a portion of it is, like, blacked out. And if you're playing the 3DS port of Metal Gear Solid 3, then, the 3D effect stops working when you're in first-person view after you lose the eye. Because you need both eyes for 3D effects to work properly. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that for mocking Big Boss. Counterpoint. He believes in Santa, so we know we can trust him.
That's Snake Cry. I never heard that one, and that was like really like blood curdling. That's some good acting.
There's some damn good ones in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, remember this is my favorite Metal Gear game.
It's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, like, and I've never heard it.
It's usually split between 1, 2, and 3, as far as the fan base goes. Well, not 2. It's usually split between 1 and 3. People are starting to come around to Metal Gear Solid 2, finally, as they should. Like, people are still divided on 4, mostly because it has an ending that goes on forever. And there's, like, so many cutscenes versus not enough gameplay. And people are very divided on Metal Gear Solid 5, because it's just straight up not finished. And it never will be. Like, even if, these Master Collections work out to where, Konami ends up putting a proper ending into Metal Gear Solid 5, there's still going to be debates about whether it's finished or not, because they would have finished it without Hideo Kojima. And that game was, like, his big magnum opus, his big send-off to Metal Gear. His way of trying to tie up all the loose ends that he didn't get to see through to completion.
What was that noise?
What was that noise?
You should make that a soundbite.
Yeah, I should. Especially for the Metal Gear streams.
Ooh.
You want to know a design detail about Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1, according to Hideo Kojima's notes they gave to character designer Yoji Shinkawa? I said this last stream, but you weren't here for it, so I'm repeating it just for you. According to Hideo Kojima, ideally Solid Snake should have the body of Jean-Claude Van Damme and the face of Christopher Walken.
That's just too handsome.
Yes, it is. And then you look at his inspirations for Solid Snake, and it's just Kurt Russell. Like, he even allegedly he even tried to get Kurt Russell to replace David Hayter at one point, but that never panned out due to conflicting schedules. Instead, we got fucking Kiefer Sutherland, who does a good job. It's just he's not given anything to do. Like, I have a lot to say about Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm gonna try and save until we get to Metal Gear Solid 5. But the biggest misstep was replacing David Hayter with a celebrity voice actor just to not have that celebrity voice actor have anything to say. Because Snake is mostly mute for most of the game. Outside of, like, a few, cassette conversations that you can unlock, and, like, some early bits of the game. Okay, I've gotta be sneaky. Sneaking like I'm Snake. However the rest of that line goes, I don't know. Like 90% of that song is in Japanese. And I don't speak Japanese. If I did speak Japanese, I would be putting it to better use than translating VTuber rap songs. For example, I would be able to enjoy Hitomi Tanaka's work in her native tongue. That's all I'm saying about that, because
that's an ATV.
What, the sound effect?
Yes, and it bothers me. It's either an ATV or a motorcycle.
It sounds like a dirt bike.
A dirt bike is slightly higher pitch. So maybe ATV or a dune buggy. But it bothers me that it sounds like a bike. Like, it couldn't even sound like a snowmobile, you know? I would accept that.
So you're wondering what kind of like bike type vehicle, motorbike type vehicle this sound effect came from, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying that you're bike curious.
You know, this is actually very funny because it goes. Hold on, I'm gonna find this thing because I was actually in a chat.
Yeah, I deserve that. I'm glad that Tits hasn't crashed tonight, because it turns out that, like, you know how when I was streaming Sonic Frontiers and it kept on, like, tabbing out of the window and I wasn't able to play it and it just caused so many problems? It was because Tits crashed in the background.
Oh, jeez.
And that was what was throwing everything off. So it wasn't a problem with my controller. It wasn't a problem with any of the mods I was using. It was that fucking Twitch integrated throwing system had crashed. And my PC kept on trying to shift focus over to a crashed window.
Oh, jeez.
This girl.
I was having, speaking of interesting Discord conversations, I was having an interesting Discord conversation about, like, it was in a roleplay group I'm in, where, like, we're both fans of Murasaki, and I'm a big fan of Murasaki. She's my #1 waifu for Laifu. Like, I brought up what would be, like, cool to do fan art of Murasaki cosplaying as for, like, a Halloween outfit. And if you see, you guys probably know what Murasaki looks like. I've shown you, I've fangirled over her on stream and showed you pictures of her plenty of times. Murasaki dressed as a hex maniac.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I found it. It's from Shrek. You know the fairy godmother?
Yeah.
Someone posted a picture of her like getting ready to smite someone, and it says, "I told you that a gay and a curious straight guy don't mix." So you know what my reply to that was?
What?
Obviously, joking. Curious straight guy is just bi till he ate and is craving it. I should have put curious straight guy is just bi curious with extra stats. That also would have worked.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, I have a quick question to ask you guys. When is a joke a dad joke?
When it's fully
When
grown.
when it has to pay child support.
When is the parent?
That was close. I got one for you. I got one for you. What's the difference between being choked by your daddy and necrophilia?
One knows when to stop.
5 minutes, give or take. I do not apologize.
Hey, Kira, I don't know if I've ever told you this. Arikado, I know I've told this joke to you a couple. So please do not spoil the punchline. So here, what's fuzzy? Green, has 4 legs, and would kill you if it fell out of a tree and landed on you.
A hippo in a green onesie.
A pool table.
No!
Hold on, I've got to do this shitty sniper fight. Worst part of the game by far.
Think of the bees.
I've got out-snipe Sniper Wolf.
Think of the bees. They'll help you.
Well, while you out Snipper Wolf, I'm gonna go lock the front gate.
The thing is, sniping in Metal Gear Solid 1 is painful because you have to like keep guzzling down diazepam in order to steady your aim. Which, you know, that's what Sniper Wolf does. So I'm not talking about YouTuber Sniper Wolf this time. I'm talking about this Sniper Wolf. She downs diazepam or pentazamine, as it's called in later games, like it's fucking candy. There we go. Now to collect my prize.
A steak dinner?
Oh, actually, I should definitely save before this. Because this is a point
Snake,
where the
wouldn't now
path
be a
forward
good time to save your
diverges.
mission?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling. Something you ate?
No, I'm serious. Like a premonition or something.
Speaking of premonitions, I need to
Snake,
find
it's all
out
up to
a good
you.
way to play Deadly Premonition, because I want to play that on stream, like, completely blind. I want to play it knowing, like, as little about it as possible. It'll be like Ride to Hell 2.0, except it's a cult classic for, actually being, like, somewhat good despite being jank. Instead of being a cult classic because it's jank.
Don't move!
Is that the game that was like, Jason?
No, that's Heavy Rain. Deadly Premonition is,
It's hard to
it's
live
the,
with this
directorial
chaos.
debut of Swery...
Toss your weapon over
I'm trying to remember his name. It's like Swery65 or something. He's a very strange man.
You are a
It is
fool
apt
come back
to
here.
compare him to Tommy Wiseau, except as a video game director.
Sniper, huh?
Didn't you know that 2/3 of the world's greatest
Deadly Premonition
assassins are
is
women?
basically Twin Peaks, the video game,
Do you want to
except
die now?
as made through
Or
the
a
lens
female
of
Which
someone who has never been to America, but has an
Is that
idea of what
right?
America is like
at
in
least
their
it
head
must
that
be
doesn't quite match up with reality.
I am Sniper Wolf, and I always kill.
I don't know all that much about it other than the PC version is a bitch to run, even
What
on
am I?
machines from the time.
Special prey. Got it.
And that the guy you're playing as will go on these like several minute long tangents about pop culture facts, so it's perfect for me.
You're all I think about.
The sexual energy, good God. I forgot about that.
YouTube Sniper Wolf wishes she had that raw sexual energy.
I know.
She's not, like, the Sniper Wolf in this game, she's not even trying to seduce Snake. She's just that. She gets so single-mindedly focused on her targets that she falls in love with them
Yes, he's mine.
before she kills them.
Kind of like a praying mantis or a black widow spider.
Yes. Like
And
her
for
way
those
of
that know,
her way of expressing that love is not through any sexy times. It is through delivering a bullet straight to their heart.
One day I would meet you. The man who stole.
Yes, for those that don't know about black widows or the praying mantis,
Everyone knows that. You don't need to. There's a reason
Nom,
that
nom,
Black
nom,
Widow
nom,
is
nom.
yeah.
Me? I'm the
By the
man
way,
you stole
does
everything
Liquid
good
Snake's
from.
voice sound familiar to you, other than, you know, having heard it
After
as
the
Liquid Snake?
sacrifice of our brothers, after
Yes.
facing long years,
I can name two other roles he's done that you're
two
definitely
of us
familiar with.
meet.
Original voice of
The
Leonardo
brother
from
of
Ninja
light.
Turtles,
and the brother of dark.
radical.
and backup voice for Simba in non-mainline
need
Lion
his
King stuff,
DNA
like
too.
the Timon and
Yes.
Pumbaa TV
I
series,
want to
Simba
sever
singing
him while
voice in
he's
The Lion King
still
2,
alive. We needed to
voicing
correct
Simba
the
in Lion
genome
King video
soldier's
games, including Kingdom
mutations.
Hearts.
Then we'll be.
He
able
did a
to
good
cure them.
ass job as
We
Simba.
still have to get
Yep.
our hands on Big Boss's DNA.
He is hammy as hell in this. I love it.
I love his Liquid
Have they
Snake.
given in to our
Like,
demands
we've only
yet?
had two Liquid
Not
Snake voice actors.
They
Technically
won't give
3
in.
if you count
They're
Metal
all
Gear Solid 4.
hypocrites, every one of
Metal Gear
them.
Solid 4
Is
is a
that your
depiction of Liquid Snake,
opinion?
but
Is it
that's
good?
like getting into some
They always
spoilery
put
stuff.
politics
But
first.
That's
like the
why
other
they
time
want
we've
to
had a
avoid
Liquid Snake
any
voice
leak
actor
about their
in English
precious
at least
new nuclear weapon.
is in Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the prologue chapter to Metal Gear Solid 5. There's an unlockable mission where your job is to recreate iconic moments from Metal Gear Solid 1. And Robin
Definitely
Downs, who
is a
voices
resemblance.
Miller
Don't you think,
in
big brother?
the later Metal Gear
Or
games,
should I
fills in
say
for Liquid
big
Snake
brother?
for
I'm not
a few
sure.
cameos.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. You and I are both the last survivors.
Which makes sense
Sons
if you
of
know
Big
the
Boss.
connection between Liquid Snake and Miller.
It's me. Really? Then what? Oof, those idiots! All right, Raven. I'll be right there.
You already know Raven's still one of my like top
They're not
3
responding
favorites.
to our demands.
Also,
We'll
you know
launch the first
that
one
this
in 10
game
hours as
gives
planned.
us the name of,
Damn it.
like, the real name of Solid Snake, right?
Looks like you
Yeah.
read them wrong.
Have you ever wondered what Liquid
Something's
Snake's
funny.
real name is?
Normally the Americans are the first
what?
ones to the negotiating.
Because Metal Gear Solid 5
They must think
lets
they've
us
got
see him as a
something up
kid
their
and gives us his
sleeves.
real name.
So it's come down to it, has it?
It's
Oh.
Eli.
You launch that nuke and ride it all the way into history.
That's not a bad name, actually.
Solid Snake's
You're in
real name
charge
is
here,
David.
Ocelot.
What about you? Wanna
And
stay
the
for
third
sequel.
brother we see in Metal Gear
I'm
Solid
not
2,
either.
Solid as Snake, is George.
It's time to feed the family.
George.
So you prefer your wolves to my
Can we
show?
talk about how Sniper Wolf has
don't
got
screw up
her
like you did with the chief.
her honka donka
Yes, I know.
badonkas
That
fully
was
on
an
display in
accident. I
sub-zero
didn't think
temperatures?
a pencil pusher like him would be so tough.
I mean,
His
If-
major defense is
if you-
reinforced by-
if you're from the East Coast, you all...
there's the obvious joke about what the
killed
cold
12
does
men.
to
Whoever he is, he's
that
some kind
area
of
of the
lunatic.
body, but like at that
Bastard
point,
took
it's
my
like
hand.
that's not just hard enough to cut
Perhaps there's a
diamonds. That's
spy
like
on us.
frostbite.
Mantis is
That's
dead.
frostbitten.
We've also got to find out what killed Baby.
I was actually gonna make a joke about how, you know, everyone on the Northeast Coast has that friend that wears shorts during wintertime.
Torture? This is an interrogation.
As you wish. See you.
Like, the only reason Snake was able to survive in sub-zero temperatures is because he was given an injection that contained an anti-freezing peptide straight into his bloodstream to keep him from
You're
turning
the
into a
woman
fucking
still in this
popsicle.
world.
Meryl.
Catch you later, handsome.
Also, would you have
Once
ever
she
guessed
gets
from
the
her
target,
accent that
she
she's
doesn't
not
think
supposed to
about
be
anything
Russian
else.
or from
Sometimes
anywhere in
she even
Eastern
falls in
Europe?
love with him before she kills
I
him.
never would have guessed it.
She's Kurdish,
Finally, just the two of us. How are you feeling?
which means she's from roughly somewhere around Iraq.
Yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone. I'm glad to hear that. This is some bed, all right. I'm about to show you some of its nicer features.
Who are your top 3 favorite characters from the entire franchise of
He's taking quite a chance.
Metal Gear?
Big
Someone
Boss,
must have had
Liquid
a lot of
Snake,
faith in
and
your skill, huh, Carrier boy?
Eva.
For me, it's gonna be Raven, Ocelot, and
Type of nuclear warhead, huh?
Ocelot's since you only chose. Since you limited it to 3, and that's
By the
in no
way,
particular order,
you got enough
Ocelot would have been
President
like the
Baker,
4th on
didn't
that list.
no problem.
Is that deal?
Like, Ocelot's such a fun character
no
to
other
hate.
data? What do you mean?
And you already know my third is gonna be Gray Fox.
You're not.
Yeah.
That's fine. Is Meryl okay?
You can call me
She's not
Deep
dead.
Throat.
Deep Throat.
Wolf must have been feeling
Like the
generous.
Watergate informant.
Wanted to stay that way. You better start answering my questions right now. You were holding one card.
Oh,
Would you have ever guessed that Gray Fox in this game would later go on to voice the Grim Reaper?
Weasel of a president said there's some kind of
No, I-
key. Hell if I know. I see.
Oh,
No problem.
And then later Aku Aku.
We're going to play a game.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Kind of magic
Like-
we are.
Granted, it took years, but when you find the information
Give
out,
up.
it's like
Suffering will end. What do you do?
you're getting your neck injured. You're getting jostled around.
Press the circle.
All right,
and repeat it
time for
until
our
you gain
decision.
your strength.
Are we going to
When you've
resist
had enough,
torture or give
press
into
the
it?
select
That
button.
determines
Resist.
whether Meryl lives or dies.
When your life reaches
Resist.
0, the game is over.
Resistance
There are no
is futile.
continues, my friend. Don't even think about using
Shiba, you're the
Aquafire
tiebreaker if you're
or
still there.
Outlaw. I'm going to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time, it won't kill you.
Time to see how this plays out on PS5 controller.
You're a tough guy. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's
Yeah,
no
try not to
Geneva
choke on this
Convention.
last bit of sausage
No
while
one
I'm
is
doing
coming
this.
to save you. Starting to feel a little scared.
Did not resist. That's just you,
Okay,
cheater.
let's get started. Okay, here we go.
The first of a shocking amount, pun
How
intended,
did you
shocking
like
amount of
that?
electric torture scenes in this series.
Shall we go again?
Mm.
Had enough
Also,
yet?
when he says don't think about using auto fire or
not
I'll know,
finished
he's
yet.
not lying. If you use a turbo controller for this, he just kills you instantly.
The funny thing is, me and a friend, we were so fast with the circle button. We actually got that.
Yeah, that's because it just checks for how fast your button presses are.
The thing is, we didn't use auto fire. We were naturally that fast.
Okay.
I know, I'm saying it can misread it if you're too fast.
Can you take one more?
Can you take one more?
God, my hand's getting tired. Ah. Whew. And like he said, there are no continues.
Over.
Sorry, boss.
Like you said, there are no continues, so you do not get to continue. That's why they advise you to save. Okay. I can feel the carpal tunnel forming.
Oh, jeez.
But I don't want to sacrifice Meryl.
Don't move!
Don't move, bitch.
It's hard to miss when you're this close. Toss your weapon over here.
You can see that happening now, can't you?
Yeah.
Don't kill me yet. I'm alive.
Leave it to me.
I want no more exodus like that dark.
Yes, he's my target. Mine.
You know, in scenes like this, it's very easy to forget that technically Ocelot is Russian.
Do you know who I am?
Like, especially with his primary voice actor for, like, Old Man Ocelot, you never think about him being
The
Russian.
man who stole what was rightly mine. The man who stole.
Then again, that plays into a lot of the mystique around the character. He's Russian, but sounds like he's a native English
Me?
speaker.
I'm the man you stole everything good from.
And in Metal Gear Solid 3,
After
he's got the codename
sacrifice of our
Ocelot
brothers,
in a
after
Russian
30
troop,
long
but
years,
Ocelots are native to North America.
the two of us meet. The brother of light and the brother of dark.
What I'm saying is there's a lot of these inherent contradictions with what you would expect from Ocelot versus the reality
Really
are
his
entirely
DNA
intentional. Hideo
Yes.
Kojima's a madman.
I want a sample while he's still alive.
Yes, Ocelot is a
We
very
needed to
Swiss
correct
character.
The genome soldier's mutations.
I think I asked this before, but what would be your
To get
Metal Gear villain name?
Boss's DNA.
Have they
That's a
given
good
in to our
question.
demands yet?
We may be able to locate another energy
won't
emission
be.
from the Wada Womb.
They're all
When we
hip.
find that media,
Everyone.
we'll find
Is
Dr.
that your
Wowie.
opinion as a Kurd?
I would
He
say
always put politics.
if anything,
Meanwhile, Dr. Bees comes in and says, "That's a terrible code name."
Honestly, I think the best code name I can on my would be Gamerbat.
There
Best I can
definitely
think of
is
right
a
now. I'm
resemblance,
tired.
don't you think, little brother?
Why would you be the
Or
bat?
should
I'm
I
the
say,
vampire here.
big brother? Yeah, I'm not sure.
I was talking about you.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
You and I are both the last.
What about one for JKR?
Big boss. It's me.
I would say laughing is
Then
part of it,
what?
but that's actually already taken by a
Those
Metal Gear Solid 4
idiots.
boss.
All right, Raven. I'll be right there.
Cackling Hyena.
Yeah, that's good
Not
work.
responding to our demands. We launched the first one in 10 hours as planned.
Another one that lasts like a damn hyena.
Looks like you read them wrong.
Something's funny. Normally the Americans are the first ones to the negotiating table. They must think they've got sleeves.
So it's come down to it, has it?
I would probably be something like punching, like fisting Wolf.
Also, when you say
You're in
Metal Gear
charge
Solid
here,
boss, it
Ocelot.
also depends on
Wanna
which
stay for
villain
the
group you're
show?
I'm not
a part of. Because the Foxhound group, you know, they have like
family.
descriptive of their specialty followed by an animal name.
So you
Yep.
prefer your wolves to my show, huh?
Dead Cell from Metal Gear Solid
Ocelot,
2 just
don't screw
has
up like you did with the Chief.
names that
Yes, I
describe
know.
their
That was an accident.
like primary
I didn't think a
characteristic, and
pencil
they're all
pusher
one
like
word.
him would be so tough.
Well, his mental defenses were
Fortune, Vamp,
reinforced by
and Fat Man.
hypnotherapy.
Boss, what about that ninja?
He's killed 12 men.
Metal Gear
Whoever
Solid
he
3,
is,
they're all
he's some
named
kind
after.
of
They have
lunatic.
the as
Bastard
the
took
first
my
part,
hand.
and then the emotion they
How could
carry
he
into
got me
battle.
here?
Perhaps there's a spy.
And then
Well,
we
the
haven't
animal
gotten-
one.
We haven't
We've
gotten
also
to Metal
got
Gear
to find
Solid
out
4, but
what
they sort of
killed
bring back the
Baker and
animal code
Octopus.
names,
We're
except
short-handed, so make
it's
this little
the
torture
emotion they
show of
carry
yours
into
as
battle
short as
and then
possible.
an animal code
Torture?
name.
This
The
is
ones in that one are
interrogation.
Laughing
As you
Octopus,
wish.
Raging Raven, Crying Wolf, and Screaming Mantis.
You already know what that would be.
And they're all recurring, they're all returning animal code names
You're
from Metal
the
Gear
one
Solid
who's
1.
still in this world.
Yeah.
Meryl.
Catch you later, handsome.
In fact, Laughing Octopus,
One
apparently
secret's
Laughing
a target.
Octopus's boss fight
He
in Metal
doesn't
Gear
think
Solid
about
4,
anything else.
which, you know,
Sometimes
being a
he
bit
even
ahead of
falls in
myself,
love with them. Kills them.
is
Finally.
based
Just the
on
two of us.
unused
How are you
concepts for
feeling?
like a scrapped
Not
boss
bad.
fight for Metal
Cut
Gear
a nice
Solid
nap
1
in this
against
revolving bed of
the
yours.
only
Too bad I was
Foxhound
sleeping
member
alone.
you don't get to
Glad
fight,
hear
which is
that.
Decoy
Some
Octopus.
bed, all right. I'm about to show you some of its nicer features.
Everyone forgets about Decoy Octopus because he doesn't
Oh,
get
don't
a boss
worry.
fight.
They're all there. Washington was taking.
You could say he's a decoy.
Someone must have had a lot of faith
Like,
in
you
your
do
skill,
meet him,
huh?
you just
Carry
don't
a
know
boy?
that you've met him.
Hmm.
Because his entire thing is
Metal
disguises.
Gear's armed with a new type of nuclear warhead, huh?
Why don't you go ask Campbell for the story?
But,
The Colonel.
like,
By the
Laughing
way,
Octopus,
got an
you,
optical disc from
like, basically
President
realizes
Baker,
what they
didn't you?
weren't able to pull off with
What if
PS1
I did?
hardware,
Is
which
that
is
the only
having a boss
disc?
that camouflages
There's
into
no
their
other
surroundings.
data?
What do you mean?
There's no copy? If not, that's fine.
Is Meryl okay?
She's not dead yet. Wolf must have been feeling generous, but if you want her to stay that way, you better start answering my questions right now. You were holding one card key. Where are the other two? What's the trick behind that key?
Trick?
That weasel of a president said there's some kind of trick to using the key.
Hell if I know.
I see. No problem.
Also, friendly reminder, during the events of Metal Gear
going to
Solid
play a
1,
game.
Solid as Snake is the
We'll find out
president.
what kind of man you really are. When the pain becomes too great to bear.
That's the thing a lot of people forget about, that, one of the Les Enfants
girl's
Terribles
life
is
is
the
mine.
President of the United States.
Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know. I'm going to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time, it won't kill you.
But I never heard that before.
You're a tough guy, Snake. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's no Geneva Convention. No one is coming to save you. Starting to feel a little scared. Good.
I'll say fuck!
Okay.
Good timing as always.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
All right, take two.
How did you like that? Shall we go again?
Harder, Daddy. What?
Had enough yet?
You know you joke about that, but it's implied that Ocelot does get off to this.
Oh my. I knew Ocelot was in my top 3 for a reason.
Still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more?
I don't know, can he?
Ah, so close.
Oops. You broke it.
God damn it.
Did it again. Sorry, boss.
You were closer this time though than compared to last time.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was waiting. Like, okay, is he going to get it? Here, like, click it.
All right, we've been streaming for about 4 hours. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
I did not sleep well last night. I've
Yeah,
got
I didn't
a
get some
recording
sleep, too.
session to do for Kier. So, we're gonna end things here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to the new viewers and followers. Thank you for the raids and all of that good stuff. Are we gonna raid anyone tonight? We're gonna raid Pitch, because we're gonna raid Pitchy, because I haven't raided her yet. And she's playing Luigi's Mansion. And she's adorable. Tell everyone that, just, you know, tell everyone tell her, you know, hello from me. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
Night. Why is it not green?